doing
Good.
that.
Good to see you.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you. I was crazy busy this spring with the basketball running into baseball season a little bit with the playoffs, which is always a good problem for the basketball squad. Let's jump right into this thing, Coach. Coming off a big championship run last year, made it to Statesboro versus Lanier County, and then you open the season up with the Bulldogs right out of the gate. Talk about that.
Well, listen, you got to tip your hat to those guys because they were a young team last year, and they just found a way to play the very best at the very end. And that's the best way to do it. So I knew it was going to be a good challenge for us, and it was. And unfortunately, we just didn't make enough plays to win the series. I'm proud that we were able to get one of those. We had a good chance to win two of them at their place. But it just didn't work out, and you know, I feel like that we had 2 weeks less practice time than we had in the past, and that kind of hurt us a little bit. But that same thing happened for them too. So the season started a couple weeks later. But they were the better team on that day, and it just gives us a good idea of where we need to go and how much we need to improve. So I think we have.
New group of guys. I thought we'd been fantastic. I mean, you know.
Well, that's nice. That's nice. You know, those region games are super important, and you know, to start off with a good opponent like that, it's a good challenge. We came up on the short end of it, only won 1 of 3, but there's a whole lot of season to go.
No doubt about it. It's a long season. We're not quite halfway through it. I think
Almost,
17 games.
That's right.
So still a lot of baseball left to go.
That's right.
Hey, talking about that series though with the Lanier, especially over there, I really felt like both of those games probably could have gone either way. I mean, it was right up to the last 6th, 7th inning of both those games get decided.
Sure. Well, you know, I feel like we had a good chance to win Game 2. We just made a couple mistakes, and then they had a good chance to win Game 3. They made a couple mistakes. So, you know, when you have two good teams playing each other, and I think they're really good. I really think they're good. You got to play your best. You know, you can't make mistakes, and the ones that we made cost us, and we're trying to get better at that.
Is that good? I don't know if you look at it as an advantage, but getting those mistakes early in the year like that, being able to correct that going in. Is there a logic there?
I'm sure there is, and I think there's some people who have that type of mindset. But for me, there's no good win. I mean, there's no good losses. There's no good mistakes because most of the time the mistakes are the things that you've been practicing or preparing for, and you know, to answer your question, of course, it's better to be playing your best at the end. But
I think that's what I was trying to get at.
But you know, that region series is probably going to have a huge impact on who the region championship is, who the region champ is, who comes in second, who's the 3rd seed, and who's the 4th seed. So that very first region series is just as important as the last one.
Yeah, that's a fact. And when you get into a big game like that, I mean, you know, that 1 or 2 errors can make a complete difference in a ball game like that.
That's exactly right. And that's what happened. That's what happened. They gave us the win in the second game, and that's what happened. They gave us the win in the 3rd game. So you just got to make less mistakes than the opponent. You have to capitalize on the opponent's mistakes, and you have to have a couple players do a little more than normal, and you have to have someone to play short. So that's championship baseball right there.
Next week we had Turner County. They're still trying to build something over there with the Titans. They're trying to build it up over there. Talk about the Turner series.
Well, it's a long trip going over there, and you know, when you're on the bus for 2 hours, I'm just proud of those guys for coming out and taking care of it. You know, I feel like we were the better team, and we gave us play. After the series here, so I was just proud of our guys to go in and take care of business.
But we're taking from the Braves right now. Opening big right now, 11 and 0. They're only in the 2nd inning.
That's awesome. Yeah.
You got some future Indians right there, Jake.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah,
No doubt. No doubt. The following week, we get into Swamp War, another big series with the Panthers as usual. We started off over there in Homerville, leaving there with a big win.
Yeah, it's the rivalry, you know, it's the rival of Charlton County. And there were times in the past when we let those feelings of rivalry kind of get in the way of what happens in the game. And it shouldn't be like that. You know, it is a rivalry, but it's a region game that you got to win, and you know you got to take them. You got to focus on them the same as you would focus on everybody else. They shouldn't get special treatment, special focus. And we were fortunate to get that win over there and pitch well enough to get it done.
I know anytime you can win over there, you're getting something done over there. I think we took them 5-1, right?
I didn't write the score down. I can't remember now.
Well, then we come back here. We've got them at home in the doubleheader. And there's always has to be a little bit of drama when it's Swamp War. The second game got postponed.
Yeah, you know,
we ended up sweeping. Go ahead.
We played well enough in the first game. It was a close game, back and forth, tons of mistakes by both teams. Sloppy, messy game, but you know, we talk about it. When you're at home, you got to find a way to take care of business, and in the end, we did that. And then the second game, you know, you had the big grand slam from David Walters, and you had the solo home run from Griffin Thomas, and you know, everybody's excited. But then, you know, we had the situation with the light pole that was struck by lightning the week before. We didn't realize it till it was game time, and you know, we knew it was out before the game started, and we talked about it with umpires. It seemed right enough to play, but then there was a ball hit the right field. Right fielder lost the ball, and so therefore we had to cancel the game. But there's definitely a benefit to that for us. It is a benefit that we won the game yesterday. Well, I feel like we played our most complete game yesterday. We improved at the plate. We improved defensively in situations. We improved with some base running situations, and I think mentally we were just better. You know, and
it was a
lot cleaner, right? And I haven't seen that progression from game to game like I would want to, and I feel like we saw it last night. And of course, you know, it helped to have a great pitching performance from Ethan, and our pitchers did a good job. You know, David and Ethan, Griffin, Noah's gotten some innings, and Chase has done a good job with also sharing duties behind the plate with Eli. So our pitching's really been doing the job, but we just have some mishaps at the plate and an occasional bump in the road on defense. But last night we really kind of cleaned things up, and it just looked a whole lot better. And I just felt a whole lot better about it.
You know, as we wrap up the Swamp War talk, huge weekend coming up. I know you and I talked the other day when we were at Brooks about getting this show in so we can promote what a huge weekend we've got coming up.
Yeah, so tomorrow is youth night, and because of the light situation, the first game is going to begin at 3:30, which normally it was planned at 4:30. So we'll start the first game at 3:30. Then we'll do our youth night festivities at 5 o'clock. So we want all the youth to be here before 5 o'clock, right before 5 o'clock. And then, of course, we'll do the player introductions. We'll get all the youth players in the dugout.
Run out.
We'll let them run out to their position with the players as the players are announced. And it's just a great day, great time. I love youth night. It's the best with all those kids everywhere and doing the national anthem with the team on the field. It's just it's an awesome time, and it's just a beautiful sight. You know, when you look out there, it's great.
The kids love it.
Yeah, and I think the kids like to do it too. And so that's youth night tomorrow night. And then Saturday, of course, is the famous pork chop sandwich Saturday, right? And so we'll have games all day, starting off with the JV game at 10:30.
Pork chops are like that too.
That's right. Good stuff. That's good. And then we'll play McIntosh varsity after the JV game, and then after the McIntosh varsity game, we'll play varsity versus Gilbert. So full day of baseball. Hope everybody can come out. We got jerseys on sale for our previous jerseys we have. Of course, you need to have one of those pork chop sandwiches.
It's going to be a great weekend full of baseball. The weather's supposed to be just perfect baseball weather.
You know, it's been really cold.
Before the drive, they come hungry.
really cold lately, cold and windy, and today we got some rain, so it'll be good to have some sunshine like today.
Yeah, we definitely need some sunshine. Definitely need some sunshine, Coach. Let's see what we've got here. Pork Chop Saturday. We got Hilliard MCA coming to town, so a little bit of rivalry there with the Flashes.
Yep.
A little border war action going on.
Just a few minutes
Talk
away.
about how you feel. I know it's still early. We're only about halfway through the season. 17 games remaining. But coming from that first series with Lanier to where we played last night, the other night with Clinch, how do you feel where the Indians have progressed up to this point?
Well, like I mentioned before, I felt like that yesterday was probably the most complete game we played. It was the best all-around game we played from the start to the finish, offense, defense, and pitching. Everyone performed relatively well with limited mistakes. And the things that we talk about in practice, we executed those things in the game. And, all we can hope is to build from that. This team can be a good team. They can be. We have so much room for improvement. We have young people, ninth graders like Colton Beard, Noah Jackson, and Grant Harris. We have ninth graders who are contributing in a big way, and that's good. That's a good thing. With additions like Aiden Cruz, who's a senior, who just brings an energy, excellent team.
They're all contributing,
and they're contributing in some type of way. But there's always more to do, in that aspect when it comes to the team chemistry, the team concept. There's always a little bit more everybody can do. And so we talk about it, we're working on it. I think we're moving in the right direction, and we're going to work hard to be the best we can. And yesterday's game was a sign of the type of improvement that I'm looking for.
Well, your JV right now, they're in action over in Camden County.
Right.
Have we got any scoring update from them?
I have not. I try not to text those guys during games. Just let them do their thing. I think they're 6-1 right now. 5-1. JV's playing really well. And that one loss was from Camden here. And so, they were looking forward to playing that game to see if we can get them. So I'm interested to find out how we did against them tonight. And JV's been playing well too. So
I wanted to pick your brain a little bit, if you don't mind. In the future, they're talking about this competition, how they're going to rearrange the regions by competition level. What are your thoughts on that?
You ask me often about GHSA related questions, and I answer's going to be the same.
I know.
There's nothing I can do about it. I have no control over it.
Right.
I don't have a voice, so whatever they do,
just go with it.
whatever they do, whatever they say to do, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
We got to get the baseball with their stamp on it. We're going to do it.
There you go.
We got to.
You play who's on the schedule.
That's right, and that's we're going to do what Georgia High School asked us to do, and the rules are. There's a lot of strange things that they come up with, and I don't know where they come up with them. They never asked me, so I don't know, man. However they line it up, then that's what we got to do.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Yeah. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask.
Yeah, I know.
People want to hear what Coach Marchman feels about that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, the region right now, the top of the region, it's just extremely loaded. We've got 1, 2, and 3 in some polls ranked in the state right now with Irwin, us, and Lanier. Talk about the top of this region. It's just insane.
Just, good baseball, and we haven't even really talked about Irwin yet because we haven't really gotten there. But that's a really, really good team. Irwin was in a higher classification last year, and they were in the Final Four. Whenever they come around, that's going to be a good series. It's a good test. Lanier and Irwin played already, and Lanier took 2 out of 3 from them. Irwin won 1 of them. Lanier won 2 of them. So, but you're right. Our region is represented really well right now with the quality of baseball.
Now batting number 10,
because Irwin and Lanier both are really, really good teams.
I was looking at the schedule, and I know you don't like to look way ahead, but I was thankful we've got that double header to close out the regular season at home that night.
Yeah.
Against Irwin, so that's a big plus.
Yeah, it would be nice if that would be a region championship situation, but now because of that series that we had with Lanier, where they took 2 out of 3 from us, we need some help from some other people to have a shot.
Right now, I think there's a 3-way tie, right?
No, because have 2 region losses, and Lanier has 2 region losses, but Lanier beat us twice. So that puts them ahead of us. So we need them to. We need someone to get them.
We need somebody to knock off Lanier a couple times.
And
Irwin.
And we got to take care of business versus Irwin, which is easier said than done, because that's a really quality team. Good team.
A lot of baseball left. Anything could happen.
There's a chance.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I was excited all through basketball season. I was ready to get into baseball too. And I wish I could be everywhere, but I can't.
I know it.
It's rough. It's rough. Anything else you want to hit on before we head out, Coach?
No, just youth night. Try to have the kids out here by 5 o'clock, and we'd love to see as many of our Charleston County youth out here as possible. We want to get them around our players. We want to get them on the field, and like I said, it's one of my favorite days. I think it's awesome. And then my second favorite day, other than anything that has to do with playoffs, is probably Pork Chop Sandwich Saturday, just because I love the pork chop sandwiches. They are great. So Friday or Saturday, come check us out. It's going to be a good time both days.
No doubt about it. I know those little guys. You have them during baseball.
Baseball camp, yeah.
Or summer camp.
Yeah.
And I know they're pumped. They're pumped to get out here and run on that field.
Fired up, man. It's a good time.
That's how you build a future.
Listen, it's fun, but it's also fundamentals, and so we try to get a little bit of both of them in there, teach them a little something, have a little fun, teach a little something, have a little fun, and to be honest with you, it's great for our players too. Like our varsity players who help out with those baseball camps, varsity players who run out on the field with those youth guys. I think it's incredible for them. I think it's a great experience for them. I think it's important for them to realize how important they are to those little guys. And just to represent themselves well, because one of those guys is probably looking up to them. Good night, man. It's great. It's great. Look forward to it.
I don't know. We'll see you tomorrow. 3:30, first pitch, right?
First pitch, yep.
One more score in that thing? No, they're still in the second. 11-0, Braves lead.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the Coach Marchman Show. We'll see you next time live right here on CSM. Have a great night, everybody.
All right, cool.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Number 14, Benton Popper.